Hey everyone across the multiverse. In this video, we are going to discuss about the strongest variant of Superman as well as one of the most broken characters in the entirety of fiction. This character's name is basically Cosmic Armor Superman, or some people also call it Thought Robot. So you will ask, what exactly is Cosmic Armor Superman? Cosmic Armor Superman is basically a robot of Superman which was made by the Monitors, and the ironic thing is it was made by Mandrakk Monitor. Basically the Mandrakk, when he was the Monitor in Dax Novu, he basically knew that he will at one point will go crazy and will become Mandrakk, the one character who will literally threaten the entirety of DC and the page the DC continuity is drawn on. So he basically created a robot who was based on the strongest variant, basically the strongest and the symbol of hope and the strongest superhero, which is Superman. So he built that, and he knew that at one point he will basically go crazy and become like a tyrant monitor and the tyrant. So basically that's why he built the Cosmic Armor Superman, who is basically just a Superman but thought robot, basically a robot built to destroy and defeat any type of threat that is given, that is faced by the DC continuity and the black pages and the monitor void basically. So this was why the Cosmic Armor Superman was made. And the Cosmic Armor Superman is basically beyond broken. That guy was straight up exists outside of DC continuity. He basically knows he's inside a comic. He can literally feel the breathing of the viewer, of the reader, and that's how broken it is, that he sees himself as fiction and he can basically rewrite plot itself to win. So this is basically who Cosmic Armor Superman or Thought Robot is. So basically his fight, he only have one appearance in the entirety of comics because he was basically made by, as I stated before, was made by Dax Novu, the Mandrakk, to fight himself. So that why he fought him and basically fulfilled his purpose. And basically in that fight he showed us here to be way beyond by any character we know, obviously, except like the gods himself. So he fought a character, and who is Mandrakk? Basically Mandrakk was basically someone who was threatening the blank page on which the DC continuity is run. He was basically infinitely layer of fiction. He was basically threatening the infinite layer of fiction itself. He was threatening to destroy the page where DC comics are drawn. So in simple words, he was basically destroying and trying to destroy the DC comics itself, like the entirety of comics. And that was the character the Cosmic Armor Superman defeated. Cosmic Armor Superman is a metafictional character who basically sees everything as fiction. He is not beyond by like these these laws of fiction or these laws of DC continuity, because he exists all outside of them. Kind of like Beyonder of Marvel Universe, the original P-Retcon Beyonder, who was basically said to be from the Beyond Realm, and he was considered outside of the Marvel Universe, and it was considered to be the million times stronger than Marvel Universe. So the Cosmic Armor Superman is kind of like the same thing. He basically exists outside of the DC continuity, and he is created so that if any threat is given to the DC continuity itself, he can fight it and destroy it. In that fight, he basically destroyed, and we were basically getting overpowered at one point by Dax Novu, because the Dax Novu itself, actually the Mandrakk itself, is like one of the strongest beings in all of the fiction. But considering that the whole purpose of Cosmic Armor Superman was to basically always win and defeat and protect the DC continuity as the symbol of hope, as the Superman is, he rewrote the reality, and he adopted and rewrote the reality itself and rewrote the plot itself to make him win and protect the entirety of DC continuity. Thought Robot is basically as I stated, was created by Dax Novu Mandrakk, but he is powered by basically Superman. Not only the base Superman, the main prime Superman we as love, as well as the Ultraman, who is basically the opposite of Superman, but evil version of Superman. And both of these characters lifted the infinite pages of a book, which is basically the infinite, shows case that both of them have infinite strength, because infinite pages means infinite pages, and obviously every page have some kind of strength, and infinite is basically of infinite of strength. So both of the characters basically picked up the infinite strength, which made them empower the thought robot, which was at one point was basically created but not like turned on. It was basically just as every robot, there is need some type of charge to get it started, and basically that's how the fusion of, basically not fusion but like power of both Superman and Ultraman helped to create the thought robot, and helped to create, not the thought robot, helped to create a power that managed to awaken the thought robot, and thought robot fought the Mandrakk, defeated him, but at that point he was so damaged because of the fight. As I stated, Mandrakk for itself was one of the strongest being ever seen in the entirety of fiction, and probably the strongest villain in all of the DC. I think it's just wrong. I can't think of any character right now, right off my mind, that's basically pure villain. Obviously, there can be great characters and stuff, but we are talking about pure villains. And I think he is the strongest villain in all of DC, and might even be the strongest villain in all of fiction. Because a lot of characters usually are villain, but their entire purpose is to be villain. They are not like exactly villain. Kind of like Oblivion, who is not entirely a villain, but his whole purpose is to end off all of the existence. So he's just fulfilling his purpose. He's not like the evil type of guy who is evil because he is evil. Which in Mandrakk case, he was basically a good like monitor who turned into a Mandrakk tyrant. So this was one of the strongest cosmic armor Superman, and his metafictional power goes beyond infinite layers, and he is easily one of the strongest being in all of fiction. And as I stated, he manages to touch the blank page of where the comics are drawn. He basically even has contracted and acted with the page on which he was being drawn. So that's how strong it is. This puts him an infinite layer into fiction, as well as his basically he is a high Outerversal character, which is high 1A, and into an immeasurable speed and immeasurable strength. So basically everything is almost immeasurable or high Outerversal, because that's a strategy. Is like one of the strongest beings in our fiction. And in our fiction, except omnipotent characters, I doubt any character is that can defeat him. Maybe there are challenges like Michael or Lucifer from DC, Michael from DC, as well as some characters like Periodicon, Beyond that, and Oblivion. All of these characters that put challenges in him, and we can discuss in some other video. But in like he is one of the strongest being in the same line as these characters. So I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, you make sure to subscribe my channel, and I will meet you in the next video. And in that video, you can suggest me as a topic for the video if you want to. So please comment down below and suggest me any topic you want me to. I make different type of videos online. One of my videos will be basically two characters like versus battle. Also I make how powerful a character, as well as explaining the character. So whatever video you like, just mention the character and the type of video you want me to, and I will make my version. And we will meet you in the next video. Bye bye.